Hey, it's Dr. Deal with 5 ideas of what healthy grieving looks like. You know, I'm always saying, please grieve, make sure you're grieving. So I wanted to provide an example of what that looks like for me. And I want you to share your own ideas of what grieving looks like for you. And that leads me to number 1, crying, being angry, being depressed, bargaining, being in denial. And the last stage of the 5 stages of grief is acceptance, but you have all these different emotions going on at one time. And that leads me to number 2 is sitting in those emotions and asking yourself, why am I crying? Why am I feeling angry? Why am I feeling depressed? Why am I bargaining? All of those questions help you understand what you're feeling at the moment, because a lot of us want to avoid these feelings. And that leads me to number 3 is talk about your deceased loved one. A lot of us avoid, which just makes it bigger. But to grieve, you have to talk about the loved one, talk about good memories and bad memories. And that leads me to number 4 is have a support system so that you can talk to them. Don't avoid people. When it comes to the topic of the deceased loved one, talk to them about what you're feeling, the deceased loved one, the memories, all of those things. And that leads me to number 5 is celebrate their life. Don't let their legacy be buried with them. You learn so much from them. Talk about the things you learned from them. Include them in your traditions with your family. Create new traditions around them that includes them. And those are ways that you can grieve healthy. Don't avoid. Avoiding is only going to make it big. It's like that big elephant in the room. Like you're trying to go around it, but eventually you're going to get pushed into some kind of corner. What are some ideas that you have used in your grieving process? Praying for everybody who's lost anybody.